and when he looked closer, he spotted a little furry cream-coloured dog poking its face out, considering whether to escape. "Oh, no, you don't," Freddie said, stopping and parking his bicycle. He scooped up the little dog and lifted Flapjack down from his basket. Then he went inside the gate and rang the doorbell. Mrs. Mackenzie answered it a moment later, looking rather stressed. "Hello," Freddie greeted her. "I'm afraid someone had left your gate open, and look who I found trying to escape." "Oh, no," Mrs. Mackenzie groaned. "Thank you so much. Come on, Tinker Bell, back to the garden where you belong. Will you come in for a moment, Freddie, and see all the new dogs that have arrived?" Freddie and Flapjack followed her through to the big garden at the back of the house. There was a large crowd of dogs, and Flapjack, tail wagging furiously, bounded off to join them, while Freddie and Mrs. Mackenzie stood and watched. "They're so sweet, aren't they?" Freddie said, watching all the dogs gambolling around. "I know," Mrs. Mackenzie replied, "but I'm really worried, Freddie. We have so many dogs to look after, but the shelter has practically run out of money. If we don't get some more soon, we may have to shut." "That's terrible," Freddie cried. "It is indeed," Mrs. Mackenzie sighed. "And just to add to my troubles, I'm having a nightmare with my entry for the baking competition. As you know, I'm only entering to create some publicity for the shelter. I know I haven't a hope of actually winning, but equally I don't want to make a complete fool of myself. I've been practicing my cake for days, but I just can't seem to get it right. It's based on the cherry blossom, and it always ends up looking like a big pink mess." "Shall I come and have a look? Perhaps I might be able to give you some advice," Freddie offered. "But that doesn't seem fair, Freddie. You're in the competition too. You probably shouldn't be helping out another competitor," Mrs. Mackenzie said. "Honestly, I don't mind," Freddie replied. "Well, that's very kind of you," Mrs. Mackenzie said, leading him off to the kitchen. Oh dear. The pink cake did indeed look a bit of a mess. "What you are trying to do is really difficult," Freddie reassured Mrs. Mackenzie. "But the cherry blossom is a great idea. Have you thought about making it all in biscuit instead?" "Is that allowed?" Mrs. Mackenzie asked, looking doubtful. "Yes, definitely. It says on the posters you can make a cake or a tart or biscuits. It doesn't matter as long as it's baked. And if you did it in biscuit, you could make a trunk quite easily with a rectangular cutter and then get a flour biscuit cutter from the baker's emporium. Then you just have to do pink icing petals with a yellow center." He got out his notebook and did her a quick sketch. Mrs. Mackenzie looked delighted. "Oh, Freddie, you are so kind. Thank you." "It's a pleasure. And now I'd better get on, as I need to practice my cake too." "Of course. See you tomorrow," said Mrs. Mackenzie with a big smile. "And thank you again, Freddie." Freddie returned to his bakery, but whoever had been sneaking around in the kitchen had disappeared long ago. Goodness knows what they were doing in there, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. Freddie put on his apron, washed his hands, and took a deep breath. Then he began. First he made 3 vanilla sponge cakes for the base, middle, and roof of the carousel, adding most of the raspberries he had bought right before he put the cakes in the oven. And then, while they were cooking, he boiled some sugar and made the twirly horse's poles. He mixed the rest of the raspberries with buttercream to make a filling to sandwich the sponges together. He made some marzipan for the gold decorations on the top. Then he whipped up some fondant icing for the horses and the roses. He was halfway through moulding them when the timer went ping, telling him that the cakes were